Davidson Reserve 4-grain whiskey. This is a blend of their other 3 baseline products. Does the saying hold true that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts? Stay tuned to the review. You'll find out. Welcome back to Exploring Whiskey. I'm Kevin, and today I'm continuing my review of the sampler pack put out by Pennington Distillery of their Davidson Reserve lineup. This is the Davidson Reserve 4-grain whiskey. This one's kind of cool. The way they get to their 4-grain is they blend together the first 3 that I just reviewed. So the bourbon, which is a wheat bourbon, the rye whiskey, and the Tennessee sour mash, which is rye bourbon. Just like Voltron, 3 little lions form one big defender of the universe. That doesn't quite work the way the Voltron was, but you get the gist. This is, again, their 4-grain. This is 100 proof, and for a full normal size bottle, you're talking somewhere in the range of about $50. The sampler pack itself, I'm not sure exactly. I want to say the sampler pack was $30. I don't remember exactly. I will put a correction here if it's not $30. And with the fact that they blend those 3 together, they don't always blend the same percentages. So this is going to be batchy. They didn't really get into if it's annual release or quarterly release or how often they do these batches, but each batch is going to be a little bit different depending on how much bourbon, how much rye, how much Tennessee whiskey type thing gets blended together. All right. Let's see. Wow, that's sweet. That is sugarly sweet. That is caramel. That's toffee notes. That's vanilla. Whoo, that is crazy. So I had the 3 other whiskeys, and none of them were that sweet. This is so much sweeter. That is crazy. Kind of hope that carries through on the palate. Whoa, that really does. That's man, what is that? Like butterscotch, toffee. It's buttery, it's creamy, it's really sweet, oily, like coats the tongue. I'm gonna go with butterscotch. I think I'm gonna stick with the butterscotch kind of idea. Just get like a chewy one, like the soft center one. That is so totally different than the other 3 whiskeys. I don't understand how this is made up of those same 3 whiskeys. It is totally different. I'm not sure how their different things are canceling out. Like all the herbal stuff from the ryes are totally canceled out, and then all this, again, like sweet butter. Brown butter? Ooh, yeah, there's a little bit of a toasty note in there. Brown butter? I don't know. It's really, really, really solid on the nose. Really enjoyable. Touch of spice, a touch of like the baking spice, a little bit more in that realm. The nose is, honestly, the nose is so much better. There's so much more interesting on the nose. It's okay on the palate. Nothing wrong with it. It's just they diverge a little bit, and it's not quite, doesn't quite par up, I guess is the way I don't know. Let's add some water, see what we got. All right, that I saw the oils dance. Give it the swirl, try to get it all mixed together. Kind of same idea. Still get like a butterscotch type note, a little less charry note, so maybe not brown butter at this point. Some good, strong, like French vanilla bean type notes. Well, that's interesting. That got a little bit more fruity. We went go towards a dried. It's not apricot. It's more of a date. It's like that sweet. If you ever had like those with medjool or whatever they're called, dates, they're delicious. Very, very like sugar, condensed sugars. It's kind of that ballpark. Good touch of chocolate. Hold on. What? Fruit, baking spice. And towards the end, there's a little bit of a chocolate note. That's crazy. So to me, the nose was so much better neat than the palate was. Now the nose it's okay, a little bit muted down. The palate is so much better with water. These fruit notes and the sweetness and the little bit of chocolate note, like none of that was coming through when it was neat. The science behind this is just weird. But again, the fact that those 3 whiskeys blended into this, totally different. Just, I got none of these notes. And like the amount of sweetness on the nose was not on any of the other 3. And that's just crazy. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Davidson Reserve 4-grain whiskey. I think this is a classic example where the sum is greater than the parts. This is a very different product than any of those 3 that make this up. And I'm gonna have to say, of the 3, this is kind of my favorite. I like that it evolved, it changed with the water. There's just good solid notes, both, neat and with water. 100 proof whiskey, $50 for the bottle. I think that's a win-win. So out of the 4, I mean, the only one I wouldn't buy is probably the Tennessee whiskey. I think the rye was pretty solid. The bourbon was really solid. But if I were to buy one, it'd be this one. Yeah, I think Voltron, ultimately wins against the 5 mini robots, right? I don't know why I keep going back to Voltron, but it's the only thing I keep thinking of. If you like this episode, if you could hit that little thumb button down there and like this episode, that helps the algorithm share out to more people, and maybe they might enjoy it running along with us as we try different sampler packs, different cocktails, and different whiskeys from all over the world. And I'll link right here the episodes from the previous 3 whiskeys that ultimately make this up, and you judge for yourself whether or not I bring out any of the same note thoughts for those 3 whiskeys that ultimately make this up, because I don't feel like it did, but what do I know? And I'll see you on the next episode. Cheers.